Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. With Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Jackson on first down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Pickett.
And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These two teams all tied after one. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Report. Hey, report. Report. What shot?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Hey, middle.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go. Hey. 13.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Hey, report.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Pickett sets up play action.
Complete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Hey, Alpha, come on. 13.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Middle. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Report. Hey, Ozzie, sit up. We change it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. Jackson now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going for the deep ball and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pickett lost it.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long.
Pickett.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second and 10, Jackson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more, rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
No, we changed it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Report.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Hey, report.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Harris running straight ahead. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett, and in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
from 3 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now with these guys...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Hey, middle.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's a throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Oh, we got to scramble. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We all just got a heck of a shot.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the